Hello, my name is Trina Wall, and today I want you to take just a moment to think about the most important person in your life. It could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be a sister or a brother, or it may even be yourself. Just think about that person. Now imagine being told that person has 6 weeks or less to live. So you're not going to see that person anymore. You won't see your mother anymore, your father, your brother, whoever the person was. I would like to introduce that person to you today. And he is my husband, Jeffrey L. Wall.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Wall. I want to thank my wife for that wonderful introduction of me. But yes, I am the person that she was speaking of that had 6 weeks or less to live. Yeah. I was diagnosed with a very rare disease called Zollinger-Ellison syndrome. And prior to being diagnosed with this rare disease, at that time, there were only 10 cases known to man in the world. And I was diagnosed. Before being diagnosed with Zollinger-Ellison syndrome, I had suffered a total gastrectomy. Plainly, that's removal of my entire stomach. I lost my stomach. Come to find out it was because of the Zollinger-Ellison syndrome. Had some other issues where I had bowel obstruction. And that was from complications of the total removal of my stomach, total gastrectomy. And on the third time that it happened, every time I had to be rushed to Chapel Hill Memorial Hospital in North Carolina. And that they would take care of it. But on the third time, I had to have surgery. And that was about a 5-6 hour surgery. But then being diagnosed with cancer, Zollinger-Ellison syndrome is where it caused complications in my pancreas. These bad cells got very bad. They got aggressive. They were told to me that they would continue to watch it in my pancreas. But over a 1.5 years time, it had gotten aggressive. So I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And it consumed my pancreas. My liver, my colon, my intestines, blood vessels leading to my heart. And in Chapel Hill Memorial Hospital, the doctors came in and they said, it's gotten so aggressive that if we were to put you on the table, you wouldn't come off. And that they didn't want to take any chances on my life. But they discharged me. They said, but in 6 weeks or less, you're going to die. It's going to be rough. We'll do something then, but now we won't do anything. If you need us, we're here. That's what they told me. I called my sister. I told her to come get me. I was ready to go home. I had been discharged. And yet, reflected on what it was that they were really saying to me was that I'm going to die in 6 weeks or less with pancreatic cancer, and I had consumed a portion of my organs. But in the shower, Chapel Hill Memorial Hospital, in the shower, I cried out to God. God said to me plainly, as I'm talking to you today, that if I have faith and if I believe, that He would heal me. And He did. In the shower. God healed me supernaturally. Fast forward 22 years later, I had liver cancer. So they had to go to the hospital from Mount Ilias. While I was there, Mount Ilias is where my intestines sort of flipped and twisted and locked. And while I was there, they did an x-ray, CAT scan of my organs. And come to find out, there's this 10 to 12 centimeter mass in the lower lobe of my liver. It was cancerous. So here I go again with liver cancer. I have to make a decision on what do I do. Well, God said to me that this was nothing new. It wasn't into death. It's for those that are around that they know that God is a healer. Sure enough, I went through a surgery. They had taken out over half of my liver and my gallbladder. No chemo, no radiation either time. I'm here today to tell you that God is a miracle worker. He's still working miracles every day. Maybe you know someone, maybe yourself, that you've suffered some things in your life. You need God to invade your life, intervene, to prove to you that He is who He said He is. But He's proven it to me many times over and over again, that He can do anything. I'm here today to tell of His goodness and of His wondrous work. He's an awesome God. So you're looking at someone today that suffered total loss of his stomach, obstruction of the bowel, 2-time cancer survivor of the pancreas and of the liver. And God is still doing it. He's still working in my life. And I share this with you so that you can share with the world. That if you go to my website, walloffaithministries.org, and you would call the number there and share with us the miracle that God is working in your life, or have worked, so that we can share it with the world, so that God can get the glory. I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And if you could forward this on to someone else that you might know that might be going through something in their life, that they need to hear of what God can and will do in their life, do that for me. I'm Jeffrey Wall, and it was nice talking with you today. Be blessed.